so we still have some light for half an hour, and then I also have to do some grocery shopping because the groceries are not open tomorrow and the day after. It's a holiday, so anyway, let's get into this. I don't have my palette, but it's not even needed because I'm just starting the piece. So this one is going to be connected to this lightness that I've been seeing some things when I was with the water today and previous days as well. I'm just trying to do this fusion. That's what I've been kind of feeling with a lot of yellow. I need to get this. And by the way, it's very, very beautiful right now that it's on the balcony. No heat. I feel very, very drawn to the red, to the fleshness lately for some reason. Very drawn to it. And Francis Bacon comes to mind. The treatment of colors, the treatment of human life as a very, very violent experience. The birth is violent, death is violent, and so many aspects in between are violent, and all of the pains that we are going through. And I think he really is trying to describe that. He's describing that very powerfully. So, but for me, it's more the observation. Pablo, hi, welcome, thanks for joining. By the way, how are you with all of the heat? I was reading, was it in California that it was about 50 degrees or something like that? Oh, it's my other cat has arrived. Both of my cats decided to grace me with the presents. Miss, miss, miss. Meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow. Ah, she arrives. Miss, miss, miss. Meow, meow. Of course, he doesn't want to. He is too much. He is occupied otherwise. And I think he's been in the forest digging because the front paws are in all sorts of colors. And they have this, I think it's somebody was burning fires, so it's, and they explored the ashes. They like to do the ashes to ashes. I have one piece that, oh God, he's trying to get inside the house. And that's definitely not permitted with those paws. Ne, ne. Okay, she knows ne. But he wouldn't be that responsive, I can guarantee you that. Okay, so this has to be plenty of yellowishness because I want to do this fusion because I feel like we always go through as a civilization, we always go through different stages, different ideals. Like for example, in the last, oh my God, I spent almost the entire yellow, this one. It has to be all sorts of shades as well. As a civilization, we sometimes tend to have this trends for the individualism that has been going on in the last 20. Or I should have put something underneath. What should I put underneath? Yeah, I'm going to be painting like this, I think. So I want to do a very, very fiery piece now. I already done the previous piece, which was maybe about, I don't know. Hi, Yuka, hello. Tarpus, great to see. Thanks for joining. Keep the yellowishness dominant. And I've been doing a bit of a digital painting as well on the iPad, which has been very, very interesting experience. Of course, of the same of my style. on what I'm doing, I think I'll be spending much more on the yellow. God, yeah, I need a lot of green in this as well. Sorry, yeah, a bit of this. I want to do the effect of fusion from above, from the sides. Hi, Chris, great to see you. Thanks for joining. We were sharing the herbs, the mystery of the herbs the other day. It's yeah. So it's embarrassing. It's that area is called Kostanica, but I actually don't know the name of the mountain. I remember a few people asked me, and I never know that mountain. I know that the one behind is called Crkvice, and the one Krivoshie. Krivoshie is the one on the side as well. It's doing well, great. Yeah, I need to do a stream a little bit one of these days when I progress with my gardening, because you see, Corona made me garden as well. Since I'm in the one place for such a long time, so I'm effectively making a studio out of my practicing room. The piano and everything is actually, it's quite good. I'm not complaining. Even though maybe I should. Okay, let's see how far we can go with this piece. Again, the bells. I love the bells. But today, the whole day is the bells. Interesting. There is something of a childishness as well. Because this is almost like, almost as if I'm trying to observe the external effect of my thoughts. This is exactly what I've been imagining while I was at the piano. I'm also thinking about the power of obedience. I know, yeah, it's going to be very colorful pants. Yeah, I'm actually wearing shorts, but there is no way I'm going to wear shorts on the live stream because of a possibility. No, it's yeah. Thanks so much, everyone, for the support and being with me for such a long time. Spending, exploring, surviving one up, and going into another one. The brave new world, the building of the new world. My God, I'm reading a really interesting book. Was the civilization about the way how the Sumerian, the Mesopotamia, and all of those civilizations, the ancient Egypt, were coexisting with each other. How heavenly, Theo, great to see you. Thanks for joining. Wonderful. Yeah, it's I was getting some notification about Twitch. I wonder what is it. Oh yeah, I'm actually not streaming this on Twitch because it's very cumbersome. I would have to be using the laptop to enter the Twitch in order to get this. Is everyone great? Yeah. Every place, wonderful. A second. Let's just see some whiteness. I feel like really, really bright. I think it's the sun. That's why, because normally I go into the dark colors first, trying to find the light from the dark. This is also going to be a very colorful balcony as well, I think. And my cat is so funny with all of the heats. It's just spread out. Like, where is the other? Oh yeah, the other one is on the other side. I have no idea what will come out of this, but We'll see. Let's see what comes out. Definitely need more white. Yeah, it's a sunset. Oh yeah, right. Sunrise explosion. I love it. Right. Yeah, that's 100% true actually. Wow, and I'm just getting because you see, I'm in the stage of fusion. Imagine that. I'm currently exploring the sense of fusion, how our civilization finally, after years of pushing out the, the sense of individualization, right? Yevena, hello. Saruto, lucky to have. I am lucky, really. Yeah, thank you so much, Chris. It's true, but it's such an inspiration, really. It's amazing with all of its. There are some downsides, of course, to living to the semi heaven in here, but with all of those, like, I'm really blessed. I know that's you're 100% true. Okay, I'm going to put this to paint over it so that I can get the sides, because I love to get the sides. Oh my god, something is wrong actually with this. It's a little bit disfigured. So it will be a special canvas. This is yeah. So it's more for me now. I feel like, especially with the COVID, that we are entering this stage where the sense of togetherness is far more powerful. It's going to be far more powerful with all of the world powers a little bit changing. So, and indeed, this series of the paintings is a lot about the explosion, implosion, explosion, everything like that. Because in order to change, we have to explode. It's impossible to change without the resistance somewhere, and you can't change in a good quality way. um, so yeah, that's this. And thank you so much for the super hard metal. If you jumped out, but how far to the ground below you, J. Oprah? It's just very. This is only ground floor, so I would definitely survive if there was an earthquake, which there has been, by the way, lately. So many, but a tiny one. There was just a few that you could actually sense, and so it's just one floor down. But the view, if I had a parachute, no, para something, I don't know what's the name of that, then I would be able to, maybe if the wind was good, reach the sea. That's, by the way, where I'm swimming, on that side. It's really inspiring. And again, I feel really blessed with all of the downfalls of COVID, keeping me in one place for such a long time. Yeah, it's actually more earthly in the upper, this part, which I regard as upper. It might end up as lower because the abstract, you never know which one is up, which one is down. It's always a mystery. Okay, so now I need some strength in here, and I think it's going to be with the greeniness, and I can't sit for some reason. Oh my god, he's so cute. Doesn't want to sit in front of the parachute, right? Yes, don't jump. No, but if there was an earthquake and I had to immediately evacuate, it's just over there. That would be the goal. Like, literally, I go for the balcony when I feel the shake. Because by the time I get by the doors, it might be too late. I might be ruining this now with the graininess, but we'll see what comes out. I feel like I'll give it some vitality, in fact. With my You actually see how visible it is. Yes, still the hole. Now you can't see the balcony fully, and there is the piece also that I have to work on still, because I feel like it's. Oh God, I was treating the cat with some capsule against the parasites, and I think it's still not okay. So just a little bit ups now. It's way too much. This is what happens when somebody's just too much into the other world, and I don't bring my palette, so I have to go straight onto the canvas. It looks very, very crazy. Yeah, actually it's quite interesting how it's developing. Look what I have in here. Straight on the painting. Not on the painting. There you go. Haha. Ne, ne, ne. I think that they're just playing. um, just because they're actually the best friends. You get a show of the cats today as well, for the price of one, for watching me paint. The only thing I'm always afraid, one of the actually the greatest afraidness for me, is almost always I'm so glad that actually that gets to get filmed. I'm always afraid that it doesn't become the decoration, that the painting has the significance. I have no idea what does it mean, that kind of behavior. For oh God, in the middle of the desert, I couldn't even stand it. Best all I could do is crow. People don't seem to understand this problem. Ah, crowing. Yeah, yeah. Actually, I know. Yeah, you should actually be very low. It's the same like with the animals. I think cows, they somehow they lie down and they look in a certain direction, um, in togetherness again. And it's a mystery. I seem to remember that I read that somewhere on the internet. Um, yeah, because the thing is with the earthquakes in here, if something starts collapsing, like even this patio, this could collapse within. Underneath there is the rooms, and if that happens, I'm in danger. Anybody. So yeah, is this a decoration painting? I hope that I won't end up painting as a decorative. Does it feel the fusion? It's not yellow enough. I think I'm going to be putting the yellowishness in here. Just How did I manage to spend the whole bottle? Yeah, I just need some kind of action painting. More yellow. Okay. Must stop his just quick. X cat is fighting off his back. Orange cat. Uh-huh. Past. Ah, really? Orange cat needs to up his. Yeah, it's she. Actually, orange is the she, and Tuxedo is he. His game, but okay, it must be good. Yeah, rock breaking loudly. Paul, that's actually interesting. I've never experienced a really destructive earthquake. Just a few, and yeah, I think I heard. It's interesting, isn't it? That kind of sound, just the sheer power of Earth to remind us how tiny we are, how little ants underneath the ants we are. With all our technology, we are still just ants, but we are still also important because each ant is so important. Oh God, I think I'm messing this big time. Or not, I don't know. But I have the little Red Riding Hood going on through my mind a lot. So I want really the yellow to radiate through. And eventually, yeah, that's it. So of course, some whiteness kind of has this fusion effect. So I think that I'm not going to be keeping this stream very long either. Because, oh yeah, this is very nice colors. Okay, now finally I'm getting into the flow. So for me, fire is very, very important. Like a purity. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Here, some whiteness. Let's get a bit more whiteness. Yeah, very humbling, I can imagine. Absolutely. And then I've also noticed, like in Montenegro, there is a certain respect towards the mountains because people understand how powerful they are. But sometimes there are cases where the tourists, sometimes they just think, oh, it's very safe and easy, and then they end up having to be rescued, and they just underestimate the power, the sheer wilderness. And I think it's very important to be in harmony with those aspects of life. Neighbors are passing by the way. Now, at this time of the year, it's a little bit more noisy than usual when I'm streaming from the balcony because there are more neighbors. There are more places that are populated, a lot of tourism happening this year. Okay, it's very good. I'm going to leave this for a moment just to see what I've done with this one. Still need to get into the flow in here. Because the painting evolves. It has its teenage years, it has its self-destructive years, moments. Anyway, that's it. Now I need to do the grocery shoppings. Oh, 8 o'clock exactly. Okay, so and also feed the little monsters behind. Look at that one. Okay, so I'll see everyone. Thank you so much, Chris. I know, really appreciate. So there is a little bit of fire, as Heavenly Dew said, a bit of the sunrise energies of the unlimited powers of warmth and lights, right? And which actually makes us fuse, makes the fusion. By the way, when I touched the electricity today accidentally. It was really, really powerful as well. Very strange experience. Anyway, I'll see everyone. Have a great morning, afternoon, evening, and keep safe from everything, from the heat, from COVID, and everything. Have a great time. Chris, thank you again. Bye.